7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Savachi syndrome, I'm telling you, I'm like, well, holy shit, that was crazy. Wait for it. Thick and slick. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show, presented by TLR Coatings and Durango Guitar Works. And they're custom. Both of them are custom. Go check them out. There's links in the description. We are here wrapping up round 5 of the 2020 season from Oakland. And thank God I was not at this race, because after being there last year, I just hate Oakland so bad.
Okay. It really is that big of a shithole?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
like, I mean, dude, tent city outside of it.
Well, I guess when your team leaves the city, I guess that means something.
Yeah, now the team's gone too. Now it's even worse. So, anyway, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. We have been having some decent discussions here with people through the comments, so that's good.
Good discussion on Twitter as well.
Yeah, if you like and share us, just helps us grow. The likes, I guess, YouTube really is looking at right now, so the more you can give us a thumbs up there, the better. All of those that give us a thumbs down, you can go fuck yourself for all I care.
Damn.
Who takes time to do that? So dumb.
I bet there are going to be a couple now.
Well, that's fine. I mean, if I watch a video and I don't like it, it's pretty simple. I just go to the next video.
Oh, don't even take the time to visit?
No.
I guess I'm the same way.
I was say.
But if you got a real hater, they'll do it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have.
But I think that means you're doing something right.
Well, yes, that usually does. So, anyway, make sure to follow us on all the major social media networks there. Even though, so on Saturdays, you can post your fantasy picks too, like I do.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that.
I
have access to the account too, but I never use it. But
were you Twitter fingering this week?
I was Twitter fingering.
Did you say that Fortner's a fucking idiot in that heat race, or?
I said it was a little uncalled for.
He's a fucking idiot.
He was a little uncalled for.
We'll get into that in a little bit here, but anyway.
Yeah, I got some good stuff on there. You can go look at it someday.
Honestly, I haven't been on Twitter since I made my own personal account 7 years, and the only thing I did was make an account. I've never posted on it.
No, it's cool.
So it's not my thing. I don't know.
But I like it because instead of like filling my own personal thing with motocross shit, like I can kind of live vicariously through the account.
That's okay. That's okay. Whatever it takes, man. Make sure, if you can't watch the show, you can listen to us on the podcast. Podcast has a full show all the time. We do have the smaller sections shows too, which for anyone who is confused by those, it's literally just the 250 and 450 section. If you want this intro stuff, you're going to have to watch the full main show. Also, if you want to support us, there are links in the description to buy t-shirts. There are links to go to Amazon and buy something, and we get a small slice of that. There are links to Patreon, which you can donate, and we send you different things. All sorts of links down there for that kind of stuff.
We can send you the remains of Justin. We don't know where he's at.
We don't know. We think he has a female in his life.
We think he got a girlfriend. I don't know.
So he's too busy. He's too cool for school. He's too busy. So blow him up in the comments. He is not here. We have no tacos.
We don't know. We really don't know.
We don't.
He could have a girlfriend. Like he could.
He doesn't talk to us.
Yeah.
I don't think he likes us.
I don't know.
I don't know either. So anyway,
we're still trucking.
Yeah, we're still going on. We're gonna do a show every week. There's gonna be a couple of weeks here. I'm gonna be in Florida here in a few weeks, so I'll be by myself down there doing that. I think Cole's gonna start doing some writing. Maybe. You keep telling me you are.
I always forget about it, but I haven't seen the platform to write on yet.
It's pretty simple. You just write out a Word document
and then you throw it on this non-existent website?
We have a website. There's not a non-existent. We have it. If you go to the link in the description below, you buy your t-shirts right through it.
Oh yeah. I'll have to check it out.
So anyway, so there's all that stuff. All right, let's get into our first thing, fantasy talk here. If you aren't playing, it's not too late. It's never too late to start. We're only 5 rounds in.
Never too late.
We have an RM Fantasy League, and we also have a Pulp MX Fantasy League. The RM Fantasy League we do literally just for fun because it's a guessing game.
I mean, I'm way too deep into the pulp stuff to even focus on RM.
Now, the Pulp Fantasy League, we will be giving prizes away to the top 3 again this year. So make sure to get registered and get in there. It is, if you just search it, Moto Aftermath Show. On either one, actually the Rocky Mountain, maybe Mass, I don't know. I have to look. I think it's Moto Aftermath. I think it's right, but
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. There will be links in the description below here. Anyway, and we'll start with the Pulp Fantasy. Do you remember what you got? You don't show up with no. Should I get you?
No, I had a pretty good week though, honestly.
Okay, all right.
I was top 1,000 finally. This is where I belong.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
This is where I belong. I think I went 244 or somewhere in there.
Oh man, you beat me by 4 points.
I beat you a little bit, but yeah, we'll start off with the 250 class. So 250, I was looking good for a little while, and then Moseman took 3 dudes in my team out. So Moseman went down, and Tanty was involved.
Yep.
Jacob Hayes was involved.
Yep.
And Jay Wilson was stuck on top of the berm for an eternity. So, no, he didn't take Tanty, he took Falk.
Oh yes.
Okay, so either way, maybe all 4 of my dudes were in that pileup. I don't know. But so I had Jacob Hayes, 7 All-Star. He looked really good in practice. I thought I'd max out with that, but obviously we saw what happened. Got back to 13th, which was a pretty good ride. Mitchell Falk, same thing, running in the top 10. Pretty healthy handicap. I think could have at least faded to 12 and still is looking good. And of course he went down in that little pileup. And then I had Tanty, who was my best guy, went 8th, 9th I think, first top 10 of the year for him, which was good again. And then Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson still got me into double points, I think. I'd have to double check.
I think so.
But him and Falk were right on the bubble of double points after that whole incident, which I was a little bummed about, but still top 1,000, so I can't complain. 450 class, I went, this is where I always forget. Dean Wilson at a 4. Was very nervous with the LCQ and that whole situation. But pulled out a top 10 and a 4, good points there. I had Jason Anderson. I called this earlier in the day. I thought he was going to be a lot better than what he was, so I went Anderson. I think he was 1 spot out from maxing out or something like that. For my All-Star. And then I had Kyle Cunningham at 11. Saw Chad Reed was out. I saw Bogle's out. Like that definitely opens up some room there in the back of the field. I almost went Cartwright, but after his Larry loop out last week, I just kind of stayed away. Just like everybody went with Koga too. I just couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
I needed the point.
Like,
I could have just absolutely sent it, but I'll go with this consistent approach. So yeah, that was my 3 dudes. I don't even remember who my 4th one was. Go me.
Okay, yeah, you're good. I mean, I'll get you a notebook, man.
I should just come prepared next time, but either way, I think I won the group.
Notes, bro.
Well, who'd you have?
This
Maybe
way.
it'll send me a reminder.
Bro, I got this. So
450 class.
Scored
450.
Scored 240. Man, would you calm down? Let me get to it, bro. Let me just get to it. 250s. I had Tanty, 46. Awesome. Carson Brown, another solid one. You know, he rides in that wet shit all the time. At 30. Hayes did get me by getting caught up in that Moseman wreck at 18, and I had Lieb with a 38.
Should have went Lieb.
Lieb was solid. 450s, I went Wilson, 42, solid. Baggett, 28. That was kind of a letdown, and I thought he was going to do a lot better, especially after that heat race.
I don't understand him.
AC got me a full 26, which is solid, and Zacho.
He did that high top fade.
He just like that fantasy killer right now, bro.
He did a high top fade.
Like I'm
gonna look now. I'm really curious who my last guy was.
But he only got me 12. And then I'll roll into my RM fantasy. I scored 59 points there, which put me back at the top of one of my leagues.
I only got 4th and 6th 35, so
solid.
That's how
it's really
well
solid. So I definitely saw Koga when I was rewatching the race yesterday. Going,
he was right on the.
I wish I'd have picked him.
Nah, but he was on the bubble in that LCQ.
He was on the bubble in the LZ. Koga is one of those, as they say on Pulp. If you pick him, just strap in because you're going for a hell of a ride all night.
Yeah, it was really hilarious. I don't know if you guys follow Jason Thomas on Twitter or not.
Did he pick up? Did he stay with him?
He picked Koga, and he was like, "I'm going straight to get some sushi after this." He kept kept posting pictures of Godzilla. Like, it was hilarious.
Boy.
Like, Koga was his dude.
But dude, then the main, he's running like 14th with the 16 handicap, and I'm like,
Yeah.
killing me, absolutely killing
Then
me.
what did he end up?
I don't know. I didn't look that up. So, good luck with your fantasy loading in here.
Yeah, I got Sprint. Sorry, guys.
So, anyway, we could talk about the track here for just a second. So, as I told you before,
making me log in.
the track, looking at the track map, looking at the setup when they actually built it in there, I thought was going to turn into a real one line. It was going to be a snooze fest was what I thought. Actually provided some really, really good racing. Probably when we look back, it'll be one of the top race nights of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it was just action-packed in every single race. I mean,
yeah.
Even in the LCQ, you had Alex Ray battling on the last lap. Even in the 250 LCQ, you got Justin Cooper in it.
Yep.
So, pretty good all around.
Yes, yeah. So the track provided good, even with all the switchbacks, all the 90s. There was a lot of interesting things too. I like that one section where you were coming, it was the race corner, and they did the bump on the outside so you could actually rail it, jump, and then on off.
Yeah.
And then that turning rhythm section.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? I thought it was cool.
None of the riders really like it either.
I thought it was cool how they could go on and off.
I mean, it's cool for like a fan standpoint,
Yeah.
but I'm like thinking from a rider standpoint, it's super one line. There's nothing. That's just a whole section you can pretty much piss away. So.
This is also true. So anyway,
and even in the press conference, guys would agree with me. If I was an influencer, they would agree with me.
haven't listened to that yet.
Yeah. So every single guy up there was just like, yeah, I don't like the turning section.
Huh. Well, anyway. Let's, anything else you want to cover with fantasy, or we get into this action here?
Hopefully we can keep the ball rolling here. Made up some points this week, and I'm going to keep on chugging. We're on the East Coast swing. I'm just picking up steam.
I'm getting these solid 240s every week. If I do that the rest of the season out here, I'm good. I'm golden.
I'm still ahead of you. So that's
240
good.
to 260 every week for the rest of the year, I'm solid.
Yeah.
You're only like 60 up.
I'm about to make a second account.
One solid week I'm in.
You ever thought about making 2 accounts?
No, I can't keep track of one.
So just have one that's just a send it account, just high handicaps, like win big, bet big, and then the other one more conservative.
Yeah, no.
I bet there's guys out there doing that.
Oh, there's a lot of them guaranteed. So anyway, all right, cool. We'll take a quick break here. We'll get into 250s. Okay, 250s. Got anything where you want to start, or?
I mean, we can just talk. We can throw in some heat talk while we're there. Or do you wanted to start with the heats?
Yeah, we can. I mean,
there's just so much to talk about. Like,
there's
like, Heat 1 was good. Heat 2 was awesome. Seeing the Penrite boys up front.
Oh yeah,
Great for that team and those guys.
I mean, it was on from the gate drop. Heat 1 250. It was on all night.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Race wise, so
we can just kind of throw that in there. Let's just start with the heat. So Heat 1,
the Mosman-Forkner incident, or battle. We'll call it a battle because it was more than just a single thing.
I think Forkner I think he overreacted a little bit.
I think he's a fucking idiot
on the whole stoppy brake check thing on the start straight. Like, Mosman had speed. He showed him a wheel. That's literally all he did. He wasn't trying to kill him or take him out. He was showing him wheels. And Forkner had the line going into the corner. Like, he had the inside, just cover the inside, but he went out of his way for no reason, in my opinion. But on the other side of it, as a fan, I loved it.
Oh, it was fantastic.
I thought it was cool as a fan, but
fantastic.
And then on the other side of things, like, I think it was a little unnecessary, unneeded. And then everybody wants to talk about cross jump this, cross jump that. He cross jumped him pretty hard going into that corner.
He did. That was the thing.
And then again, you also got to look at it. He had to cover the line. So I don't know. Either way, it was awesome. Nobody got hurt, and they kept on motoing. Forkner being all cocky, looking back like 3 times, and I don't know about all that, but whatever. It was good.
Mosman should have sat him down.
Sat
him down hard.
Yeah, Mosman, I think that was a pretty big confidence boost for Mosman, though, kind of proving that he had the speed to run with us. Unfortunately, it didn't work out in the main, but
after that stoppy thing going into the first corner there, I'd have sat him down. Like when they went into that last corner
he was going to stuff him hard.
Yeah,
but he he shut that line down.
That's all right. I'd have just kept going. Like,
Yeah.
Mosman stopped, I'd have kept going. I'd have been like, yep, we're both going right now,
You do a
asshole.
Lessie clutch pop, like
Oh, yeah. A Lessie clutch pop, just pull his whole fucking front brake system
Oh,
off of my
geez.
foot peg. It would have been awesome. But yeah, I'd have been like, what are you doing stoppies in front of me for, you idiot? It was a dumb move. I wasn't even at home watching the race. I was at the bar only watching part of it. They put it on at the bar. It was great. I didn't even have to ask. Somebody else did.
Where
It
you
was
at the bar,
fantastic.
bro?
We were out for a friend's
you
birthday.
lonely?
No, we were out for a friend's
Oh.
birthday. She was with me. Anyway, but yeah, I'm watching that, and I'm like practically throwing my drink at the TV at the bar, going, "You're a fucking idiot!" Like,
Oh, Jesus.
oh man, dude, it was dumb. It was so dumb. Why would you do that? You're in a title fight. You're obviously faster than Mosman, and you're doing dumb shit like that.
As a fan, it was cool.
I mean, yeah, it was fun to watch, but I'm just like,
Yeah, it was a little unnecessary.
it's
but
like Frenchie taking Craig out.
in the main,
fucking
stuff
dumb.
like that, I can understand. But,
Yes.
and then move right into Heat 2, the Penrite guys. Luke Clout showed some good speed.
Oh yeah.
And that was kind of surprising for me because those guys down in Australia are super hard packed track all the time.
Yep.
So he proved he can run the ruts. And
Yep. It wasn't so much of a surprise Oldenburg being up front.
No, he's
Oldenburg's
got speed.
that speed.
He's got speed.
But it was a surprise seeing Clout, and they ran up there for a while.
Yeah, awesome. Cool for that team.
Thoughts on Clout pushing Cooper over the berm?
He definitely ran it in hard. It was aggressive. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
It was kind of unnecessary.
I mean, he made an aggressive move on Clout in the corner before that. So as
Aggressive,
Cooper, you can
yes,
you
but it
need
was
to
clean aggressive.
expect that something might come back. Another aggressive pass might come back on you.
I mean, I'm not upset about it to a certain extent, but it's like at the same time, it's like, what are you doing? He's the points leader. He's clearly faster than you. You're just making yourself kind of look like an asshole. And as was brought up on Daniel Blair's podcast, you're looking for a ride in the States, and this team is going to have openings, and you're pushing their guy over the berm there, who's leading the points, who passed you semi-aggressively, but it was a clean semi-aggressive pass. Like,
I don't think that should matter.
I mean, it shouldn't, but
You know how politics are, yeah.
yeah, I was going to say, we live in the real world here. It shouldn't matter, but we live in the real world.
And how about McAdoo just sneaking that heat race win?
Bro.
Heat race win. I can't talk.
From 2 collapsed lungs to a heat
Yeah,
win.
so that was really cool.
Gnarly.
Ferrandis, I don't know. He just didn't really show much speed. He was just kind of there.
His rear end was super loose everywhere.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, he had that fuck up before the finish that cost him like 3 spots there.
Yeah.
That one time they showed on TV. And then if you watch, there was in the main too, he had it. And he had it in practice, I noticed, like the last qualifying session. He went down that one time, which they showed, and then they were showing him again, and he got loose a couple
Back
different
end or something,
times.
huh?
Yeah. So there was something wrong with the set. They were off just a little bit.
It looks like he just ran it and made it work.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to touch on with that heat is what's the electric starter? They got AA batteries in that thing or what?
Dude, I mean, yeah, we could go there. Cooper gets his bike restarted like fucking Tomac.
10 minutes later,
Like-
no, Tomac hit the button in his heat and he was great.
Well, yeah, but the Tomac before, yeah, I don't know what the hell the deal is. It's got electric start, but apparently it doesn't start unless it's a neutral,
Yeah.
which is fucking weird too. And why do they not have that wired so it will start when it's not neutral?
I don't know. They better figure it out.
Like, is it kickstand switch? Like, do
Put
we need
a
to...
Kickstarter back on that thing.
Dude, I don't know, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely weird because this is 2 weeks in a row now that he's gone to restart his bike and it doesn't start.
Yeah.
So maybe they're using stock Yamaha batteries, and everyone talks about how junk the Yamaha batteries
Need
are.
a firepower.
Get firepower, batteries and chains.
Plug.
Plug. We're not even sponsored by them, but we're plugged.
Got a
in.
firepower in my the old Husky.
Firepower, send me a battery.
Helps her bark.
Yep.
So yeah, Frenchie, we kind of talked about him a little bit. How about his how about his main event? What do you think?
I mean, he spanked Faulkner around like the little bitch he is. He did. I mean, dude, what'd he do? Went up, ran him wide to the point that Faulkner went off the track and then ran away from him. And Faulkner can say whatever the hell he wants to in his
yeah, in my
extra
opinion,
long
yeah,
interview.
Yeah, in my opinion, he was faster. But I think Faulkner knew it, how babble he was. He was
Oh,
on the podium.
Yeah. It's like, Forkner, this was easy for you last year when you didn't have anybody to race
Yeah,
to
now
be
he's
a
got somebody with
badass.
speed.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they were pretty equal, but I think Ferrandis was just kind of, he was playing the chess game, especially in the whoops. He was a little quicker. And they can say whatever they want about the lappers, but it's part of racing too.
Well, one thing too to take note from the other night, Frenchie started third.
Yeah.
So when Frenchie starts in the top 5, all of a sudden your race becomes much harder there.
Yeah.
Air fork, because you just got slapped around like a little girl, actually like a prepubescent teen, which is what you look like with your face too. But
Oh my God.
I'm really heating Forkner today, dude.
Wow.
I'm heating him.
Forkner, you're just lighting him on fire.
That's all right. Whatever.
Poor guy. Like, I'm looking at your notes. I got glancing like 3 minutes ago, like while you were talking. I laughed a little bit. You wouldn't have seen it on camera, but point B on Travis's notes here says, "Dumb fucking idiot."
It was. I was fired up after that here. I'm like, you're
man.
so stupid. What are you doing?
Yeah. So before we move on, I want to point out the booing, man.
He did get booed. From what I've heard, it's probably residual.
There's
not enough people like Forkner, to be really honest with you.
Yeah.
It's just residual. They were in Oakland.
They're just still butthurt about the.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever.
Dude, the guy won the race straight up, made a clean, aggressive pass, and he was the man. Everybody still had the audacity to boo him.
People don't like to see these poor little innocent millennials
American
get
kids
slapped
get
around.
beat by a French guy.
And Forkner just got slapped around like a little bitch. So here we are.
All right.
I mean, it's whatever.
Hot take. So that's enough for Ferrandis. I mean, that's the guy we need. That's the guy that's winning the title.
I mean, yeah, he is at this point. Unless his starts,
unless something drastic happens.
Yeah, his starts. But the thing is, so Cooper now has had 2 weeks in a row where he's kind of had,
Just skipping over Forkner, not really much about it.
What do you want to talk about? He got slapped around.
Nothing.
We've covered everything.
He was just kind of there.
Yeah, he was an idiot in his heat race, and then he got slapped around in the main by the French guy. Yeah. So, I mean, did we cover it all? Because I think we covered it all.
All right.
His interview was 27 minutes long. Like, I thought Marv could talk. Holy shit.
All right. Let's move on to Cooper. I know Justin, he is still alive. He was active in the group chat last night.
Was he really?
Or the night before, actually, talking about Cooper.
Yeah, when I said Forkner's a fucking idiot.
He was talking about Cooper, and no surprise, Justin was hating on Cooper.
Heating him.
But,
heating him.
Dude, Cooper started in like 7th. And only made it back to 3rd and had to race in LCQ. Where does Ferrandis get to when he starts 7th? Like, there it is. I think that was a fine ride for what he had going on.
Well,
2 weeks of adversity.
And he admitted in his post-race interview, like, dude, I was worked after doing that LCQ too, so I give it to him though. Nothing but professional. Did not say anything bad about Clout taking him over the berm.
No.
Just it happened. We got to do this. Whatever.
Yeah, no, he handled it a little better than what I think he would have maybe last year. But, no, man, he came from 7th and made it to 3rd by the end of the main at 4, and then raced an extra race. Had a lot on his mind, I'm sure. And look at, if you want to talk about Ferrandis, when he gets a 7th place start, does he win the race?
No.
Oh, he gets about 3rd.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I got to say about that.
I mean, it's very quickly coming down to between Cooper and Ferrandis. The more Forkner keeps sticking around with being 10 points out or more.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
that one race really hurt him, or it'd be a tough battle up front right now.
He's gonna get slapped again. I do not believe for a second that he is not going to hit the deck anymore this year.
Yeah, I was waiting to see what kind of pressure he was going to get from Ferrandis and see what that would have done.
And shockingly, he got pressure, and look at that. He ended up off the track,
I don't think that has anything to do
lost
with
the
pressure.
race.
I don't think that has anything to do with
Well, Frenchie just rode him high in that berm.
and he used the lapper to his advantage.
Yep.
That's part of racing. So,
but again, did he rebound from the pressure and put pressure back on him? No.
couldn't catch him.
Frenchie ran away from him.
Right. So
amazing.
That's
amazing. I feel like someone called that on this show already. So anyway,
who was it?
this guy.
Dude, fix your strings, man.
What is wrong with my strings?
Giving me anxiety.
Why
There
are
you
you
go.
looking? Jesus Christ. So Mosman does way better in that main if he doesn't go down, right?
Yeah,
Is
he
on the
took a
box?
hard hit.
That
to
was
the
a hard
dome.
digger, yeah.
Hard hit to the dome, and then McAdoo gave it an extra punch,
Fun fact, he got shit kicked by McAdoo after he went down.
and then took half my fantasy team.
Well, yeah, that was a big one. But do you think he was on the box, though? He was aggressive all day.
Yeah, I think he's a guy I don't think Cooper could have caught in fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see that either. We talked about Cooper already. Do I have anything else here?
Mosiman's just having a shit year, man.
I know it sucks too because the expectations for him were high.
Yeah, super high for him.
Let's see, boom, 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 boom. Other than that, not really a whole lot. Hartranft got kind of screwed out of top 5 because he went down in the last lap. So which gave clout there. How about Alex Martin? Whole shot in that main. And run up front. It's because they put black on the bike.
That probably why.
Bike runs 10 horse better with black on it.
Must be, yeah.
It's got to be a Suzuki thing. Suzuki, just kick it.
I mean, that Suzuki runs good. He's pulled a lot of good starts.
He has.
I heard on that thing, but it's running pretty good.
I heard he's hurting too, so.
Yeah, he's hurt, and you could just tell in that main after he got past, he was just kind of
like,
all right, I'm getting fourth. So.
Yep. Other than that, Costello top 10. I don't have anything else for 250s.
No,
We covered all the main points.
Yeah. Heat race stuff was good. Main was pretty good, and all around good racing.
Yep.
Good racing. Hope to have again next week.
Comment below what you think, especially about Forkner's move and Frenchie running away from him in the main.
Yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about Cooper too. Do you guys think that was a good ride? Do you think he could have been better, should have been better, or do you think for the circumstances, it was good? Agree with me, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, another quick break, and then we will come back with our 450s and get this thing wrapped up. Yep. With a nice bow. Okay, 450s. Got any specifications where you want to start here? Or? Dude, just like we did, another good heat race.
Yeah, I'm sure. Both of them.
Both of
them. Absolutely awesome.
The first one was what, Kenny,
Tomac, and Baggett.
Yep, Baggett was being the Baggett that we should see in the main.
Yes. Where is that Baggett at in the main?
Dude, I don't know. That's the most puzzling piece of the 450 class. I think it's Blake Baggett right now.
All over Kenny and Tomac, passing Tomac. I mean, that was insane.
Giving him a nice little bump.
It was a great heat, another great heat race to watch there and enjoy.
And then shaped up the same in the main once we got to that. But yeah, dude, Kenny put her in. Did good. I think maybe Tomac might have been a little, I don't know if he was fired up coming into the main, dude, this guy just beat me again kind of deal.
Tomac was definitely somewhat fired up, but part of it is just Tomac was just the better guy. I know.
He was.
That's all there is to it. Kenny was good.
He was a little off. He admitted it.
Yeah, but again, here we have the two top guys, the two title combatants as far as I'm concerned right now, and it's just you get one night one is better and one night the other. It's basically a 1A 1B type situation.
Awesome.
Yep, which is great for us because we get these battles. From what I heard, it was just a stinger.
That thing looked nasty.
Yeah, it was just a stinger, but I would like to know, did it get caught in the rut? Did it get caught in something in Webb's bike?
I think the frame of the bike hit it or something like that.
Okay.
But then heat 2, Justin Hill got a start, and then Chaos having behind him, he was gone.
Justin Hill,
he looked good.
Good to watch.
He looked good.
But, I don't know. I still...
That Leatt gear on the podium, you guys see that?
Oh, God, here we go.
My salary went down.
I did see that. Yes, there went your bonus for next year.
Yeah, it went down.
I don't know. I still don't believe the hype on him, man. I think.
Well, I saw too Tony Alessi coming up to him after the race. He was like, "All you needed was a start."
Yeah, I feel like Tony's definitely helping him in a good way. Yeah. But again,
he was solid in the main, 6th or so. 6 or 7.
Hold on, I got it here.
You ran right about the same spot in the whole main. Maybe lost like 2 spots.
8th.
8th. Okay, he lost a couple. Man.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
It's definitely better. We're seeing signs of life.
Yeah. I mean, he won a heat race, so you can't argue that. So
I wonder how much the gear bonus was. He's boots, helmet, everything.
To win a heat?
Yeah, I don't know.
$2,000.
I know my salary went down. Like, it literally went down. So.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you should, not get riders that do anything with them.
Yeah,
I guess then I don't know.
I wish they'd put him in matching pants. That's my big pet peeve right now.
Oh,
He's wearing non-matching pants to the Derby.
yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you think happened to Kenny there at the end of that race? Like, just fell apart the last lap. Knew he wasn't catching Tomac, backed off. Didn't realize Webb was that close. I mean,
I think like he admitted in the press conference and admitted a couple times that he just didn't feel like himself all day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he just kind of rode his own race. And when Tomac got by, he settled back into the same pace he had. Tomac made his mistake, kept going at that same pace. Tomac passed him again. Webb is nowhere to be found.
it's Webb just that.
It just came out
that amazing last
Just
5 minutes.
literally just came out of nowhere.
Because I have that on here somewhere, or maybe it wasn't even on these notes. It was in my other notes I handread. That last 5 minutes by Webb was incredible.
Yeah,
he was
like-
7 seconds down, 5 minutes
And
out.
I think Kenny was just like, I'm mailing her in, like I'm gonna be home, and then I'm gonna come home in second, still have the red plate, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Which you're still doing.
And then Webb just came out of nowhere, and I don't think he could get ramped back up in time.
Well, they pointed it out on TV, and once you watch the replay, you could see it. He overjumped that last double going into the single, which allowed him not to get inside enough.
That's tight, yeah.
Yeah, so that was what really cost him there in that last corner.
There's Webb again showing his racecraft, and he knows how to get it done, I guess you could say.
Definitely building here
Like
as we go.
when it comes to maneuvering around guys, he's really good at it.
Yep. So, and the thing is like, yeah, it sucks that Kenny's foot got hurt, but no one was upset by that as far, well, I mean, there are people out there that are upset by that.
Well, if it was Ferrandis, would they have gotten booed?
Probably.
Yeah.
But as far, like, Kenny wasn't pissed about it.
No.
It's the last
He knew it was
lap,
racing.
last corner of the main, and
He's more pissed about the points he lost.
yeah, he's pissed about the points, and he's pissed that he fucked that up where he couldn't get inside.
Yeah. So how about that first, what was it, 10 minutes or so, that main?
Oh, it was
They were
great.
freight training, dude.
Fucking great.
Freight training.
Absolutely great.
Yeah, I was in another group text, sorry, but
Apparently, I'm not cool enough anymore.
no, those guys were like, AC's winning this, and I said, wait till about 5 minutes to go, see where he's at. I don't think he has the steam, and lo and behold, he ran out of steam.
That is
Fucked up.
something I haven't really paid attention to until this week, but yes, once you get outside the 15-minute mark is when AC kind of starts
Falls
to fall
apart.
off.
Yep.
So if he isn't have a fair gap between himself and whoever's behind him, then yes, you see him start to lose spots, get caught, etc., etc. So,
And that's just a learning curve. Like he's just, that's a gnarly pace that those guys are on.
but that was a good bounce back night for him too.
right.
Right.
Well, like even Webb saying that, like these guys are on a gnarly pace that I wasn't expecting.
Yep.
So
We talked about how AC's been the fastest qualifier every
Again.
single race. Him and Ferrandis every single race.
fast.
You think Frenchie goes 6 for 6 here?
Yeah.
Okay. How long do you think before AC gets actually beat in overall qualifying? Because I know he's been beat in some sessions. Because obviously, Party Marty beat him a couple weeks ago, and somebody beat him in the first session.
Yeah,
this
I
weekend.
think somebody will put him out. I don't know.
How many rounds? How many rounds? Give me a guess.
How many rounds does he get fastest qualifier?
Yeah, we're already on 5.
15 in.
15 in. At 15, somebody beats him. He
15,
finally.
15 out of 17.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Kenny's starts are on point. Eli got better starts this week, so that was good. Can we talk about Anderson for a second?
Yeah, I really thought he was going to have a lot better of a night.
Well, he hit the deck, so that was kind of...
Yeah.
And that wasn't his fault. That was just somebody who was
He didn't
moving
really hit it
and-
that hard, though.
No.
So he's fine.
I know we've been talking about him being up in it with them, and he's kind of like the fourth guy that's like going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I think as we go on, the gap is going to be further and further as we go. I just don't.
You think those other boys are just going to keep getting faster?
Yep. And I don't think he has it. I think Webb is getting closer to them, and Anderson's moving farther away.
I thought he was just going to have a lot better night just because of the vibes he has coming into Oakland, like
Yep.
his mental state. That battle with Roczen that year, chased him down, passed him, won. I think Oakland, the style of Oakland just kind of fits him, you know what I mean? He was on top of the board a little bit in practice. You never see that out of Anderson.
That's true.
So yeah, I just thought he was going to do a little better, but I didn't see the start. I didn't pay attention to him. He wasn't on TV a lot, again. So, no, whatever.
But again, I just don't think he's got the pace to pace.
Yeah, I'm
Kenny.
kind of starting to see that. I don't think he ever has had the pace of those guys.
No.
He's just kind of done what he needed to do.
Yep, and I'll say it before and I've said it again. I think that title he won was with a big asterisk next to it because, again...
Yeah, but it's still a title.
It is. I'm not arguing that, but then the problem is that you continue through these years. Wouldn't it be ironic if it was another, say, Dungey situation where like he wins that first one, doesn't win again for like 5, 6, 7 years, and then all of a sudden puts a couple back to back because people are hurt. Because I could see him doing that because consistency-wise, he's very consistent.
Yeah, but he could sneak one in because. Let's be real here. Kenny hasn't been the most consistent guy.
I'm not saying he
Tomac
can't. I'm not saying he can't sneak one in. That's not what I'm
Tomac obviously has what he has, and then.
But all I'm saying is it's going to take it's going to be a Dungey situation.
I agree with you.
It's going to take that perfect night where
I agree with you there.
Kenny, Webb, and Tomac are all off for some reason, and he'll sneak it in. So
like in Glendale last week where he got the start and they were buried.
Yep.
Something like that.
So
but outright raw speed,
if any one of those three has a start, and the funny thing is that the first 4 rounds here we were like, man, Webb doesn't have it. However, I think Webb has realized the pace he has to go, and Webb will go that pace. He will figure it out. Now, granted, I think he also had a gift this week because there was only one whoop section and it was short. It was super short. Compare-wise. Now next week in San Diego we're back to 2. So this will be interesting to see how it goes because if Webb falls off the radar all of a sudden again next week, then it's going to be like, okay, cool. Any of these places where there's either a super long whoop section or multiples, he's fucked.
Yeah. Well, let's get into Webb. I was thinking about something on the drive here.
Okay, go for it.
They mentioned on the broadcast and they were talking about how Roger told him like, dude, like you better start performing now. Does Roger know how Webb operates well enough to where he can just add some fuel to that fire and that motivates Coop?
I would say probably. Yep. DeCoster is that kind of smart enough guy to tell him like, yo, it's time to get going.
Manipulate somebody with his words like that.
Yep.
And last night it didn't look like he was going to be anywhere in the game. Really weird. Like he was there, absolutely gone, and then there again. Yep. So if he can clean some things up, them boys are in trouble. I keep saying it, but he hasn't been the guy that I predicted to see, but it's coming. It's coming. Don't drop the soap.
Too bad.
So keep an eye on Coop, man. If he can put them last 5 minutes into the first 15, or at least the first 10, or something like that,
he will. He'll start to do it. So. The funny thing was when I watched the race the first time, like on Saturday night, I watched a fair majority of it at the bar, and I saw Webb got second. And then when I was watching the race yesterday, like actually watching it, and we got 5 minutes to go, and Webb is 7 seconds back. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, did Kenny go down?
Yeah. And then nope, literally just that, and that's another one of those things. It's eerily reminiscent to the ride at A1. It's like almost scary for everyone else because it's like if he can go where he has not been in it all day, and then...
Well, he was somewhat fast in practice.
Then with 5 minutes to go...
Which has been rare.
He's just like, all right, time to go. And he drops it and drops 7 seconds. Like, dude,
that's hard.
That was a lot on that track. There wasn't
fitness separation.
Is there, boys. Fitness is there. Fitness is there. So he's not by any means out of it. Well,
his eyes have been looking a little funny.
We'll talk about that when we get off camera here.
His eyes are looking a little funny.
But yeah, it's definitely a scary situation in my opinion for everyone else.
Yeah.
Now, what'll be interesting to me, let's say he does win another one, it will be how does he respond in outdoors this year, or does he just get to the point where he's just like, I think
the Eldon boys and stuff are just getting to the point where they don't give a shit about outdoors.
Yeah. Another question for you that I heard on one of the Pulp shows this week: is this the year that we see a non-Alden Baker guy win the title?
Be interesting.
It would be like the first one.
It's the first one in like 20 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I don't know. Too early to tell. Still.
It is too early to tell. So, All right, let's round out the top 10 here in the 450s.
So, yeah, we covered Ando 5th.
Yep. Barsha, bike blows up, goes to LCQ, fresh motor, and then comes back for 6th.
I'm him. I'm rattled on the line of that LCQ, but I mean, you should trust those guys. I would imagine they do practice motor swaps.
Yeah.
It'd be dumb not to.
Well,
Because the way I thought it was interesting how they had the, if you look at them building it,
yeah.
they had the shrouds, they had one bolt in, and then they just had them flipped forward.
Yep.
Like, one less bolt you got to remove, a little bit more time. Like, I thought that was pretty cool and unique. So obviously they had to run through it before.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that was interesting to see. I gave him props for pushing his bike back to his mechanic and actually hustling there, because they are correct. The pits there at Oakland. Have you ever been to Oakland?
No.
It's so you go in that tunnel and it is a hill that is almost straight up. Like walking up and down, it fucking sucks. And then you have to almost go like halfway around the stadium to get out of the pit or get to the pits. Like the pits are in a parking lot right at the stadium, but it's a ways around there.
really,
Yeah. So
But yeah, kudos to those guys. And then pulling out a 6th, he's still kind
he's
of there.
creeping. You know,
He's still kind of there.
we keep hearing contract year, and if he gets a top 3 in either series, he gets his contract renewed, and he's still in 3rd.
That's automatic renewal.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, do they still have a conversation?
If he's in the top 5, I would have a hard
imagine
time
they have a
believing they don't
conversation.
have a conversation.
Right.
So
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him too. I think he's still kind of recovering from that sickness. It sounds crazy that 3 weeks out from his sicknesses and stuff like that, but
it doesn't sound crazy. There's
I really
a lot
believe
of
those guys
people.
are still kind of, coming back from that.
Yep. Then we have Wilson, Hill, Baggett, and then Stu.
Stewart just kind of.
Stu is funny because Stu
He's
is
top 10,
literally just top 10 and finishing the season. That is what Stu is out to do.
That's cool.
Go 17 rounds. That's what he wants to do. That's what he's out to do. And I think he will do it. What
Yeah.
happened to Wilson in the heat race? Do you know?
He said he cased something, I guess, and
Yeah.
his wrists were hurt pretty bad.
Huh.
And then I was really nervous in that LCQ. Like, Barsha
Oh,
made his way to
yeah.
the pack, like, really quick, and Wilson was just kind of tiptoeing around.
Yeah,
and
dilly-dallying.
And I was like, oh,
whoa.
God, Paul Makes Fantasy, I'm screwed. But Dino, you came through for me. Wolfgang, let's go.
Oh, boy. Anyway, okay, so I don't have anything else for the 450s here.
How about Brock Tickles spotted on a JGR Suzuki?
There's nothing signed yet.
Yeah, bullshit.
He's coming on.
Yeah, he's
JGR.
riding that bike, so.
Yes, because Savachi's not coming back for Supercross.
Where do you think Sabashi would be? Kind of a hill guy?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's.
I wish he was there.
I mean, you figure with what we got. The thing
The
is,
way that
it's
you rode
crazy
last year was awesome.
because I just went through that top 10. Do you know how many guys aren't in that top 10? Like, I
Freezy.
mean, Plessinger, Freezy, shit.
Some
I
good
mean,
dudes. Good
dude,
dudes.
you start going through the pack, and all of a sudden you're like, holy shit! Like, there's guys that are in 18th place that it's like they're not an 18th place guy normally, but that's just how deep it is. And then again, you look at it, we're missing Savachi, who is
Would be a top 10 guy.
gotta be a top 10 guy.
Yep.
And we're missing Marg, who's a top 5 guy.
Top 3 guy.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, you add those two in there, and then who gets bumped out of the top 10? I guess Stu. I guess. I mean,
Hill,
the way it's going here is like there is gonna have to be a change in mindset, in my opinion, of what a decent finish is.
From like management, like
Yeah,
team management.
yeah. Because I mean, dude, there's gonna be days that you're gonna have these guys who are number
Let's just
ones.
face it, that's just how it is. Like some days you feel on, and some days you just
Yeah.
don't feel good on the bike. Like,
I mean, there's gonna be some guys that are just they're not gonna get a top 10 every single night
yeah.
because the field's just too deep.
Yeah, I think contracts are definitely going to be renegotiated if stuff keeps happening like this and keeps getting that deep, and then you throw in guys like Ferrandis, like there are guys coming. So
Better get that social media game going. Yeah, I know, because think
I don't even
about
think
who
that-
we got coming next year. Shane is moving up
yeah, we've
for
talked
sure.
about this.
Frenchie,
Maybe J-Mart.
Sexton, possibly J-Mart. I mean, dude, there's 4 more guys.
What about
Now we have
Chris-
25.
Christina Craig.
Yeah,
Can I
that
get
could
a
be.
Christina Craig?
So there's 5. Is he gonna ride a Geico 450?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that was probably in his prenup.
Probably. I mean, dude, there's 5 dudes. that makes over 25 guys before you even get to private.
Yeah, that's just
privateer guys.
Mind blowing.
It's
Privateer
impressive.
guys, go get yourself a 250F.
I think the years, I've heard this from other people, and I think the years of us seeing guys that just dominate a title
They're over, yeah.
is over. There's just too many? There's just too many.
Yeah.
So, alright, cool. So we're going into San Diego next week. Picks.
I haven't even looked at the track map.
I haven't either. I know there's 2 whoop sections.
There's 2?
Yep.
Are they long?
I don't know. I haven't looked at a track map. I just heard there was 2.
Dude, I've been saying this for all 5 rounds. Cool.
Nope. Kenny.
I don't know. I don't know about the foot.
Kenny.
Okay, yeah, I go Ken again. But I don't know about his foot.
Kenny.
Okay, yeah, I'll take Ken too. I won't disagree with that. I think he's going to have something to prove.
And?
250s?
Yep.
Frenchie.
I think it's going to be Cooper. I think Cooper is going to finally get his shit back together here and get another win.
And then I should have brought this up earlier, but Fortner on the whoop deal, I guess they went back to a different setting or whatever, and he has looked much better in the whoop. So I'm sorry
Alright.
for shitting on you in the whoops, buddy.
I'm not sorry for any of the shitting on I've done on him today. It was all warranted, all justified.
Alright, yeah.
There's a lot of cockiness that comes out of his mouth, and
There
I'm
is a
not
lot of cockiness
100% sure how I
There's a
feel
lot of
about it.
cockiness that was out of his old man when they interviewed his dad too. He's like, yeah, we're going to come here and win the title right away.
Well,
I mean, he almost did, but he didn't.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, cool. So anyway, this has been another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show presented by TLR Coatings and Durango Guitar Works. Make sure to check them out. Make sure to leave a big thumbs up like for us down there. Make sure to comment down below with your thoughts on the race weekend, your fantasy finishes, all of the above. Links in the description for all different ways to support us, and we will be back next week after San Diego, wrapping that all up. Later.